You boys ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Alphabet is ready? All right.
Wait.
No, I can't wait. We gotta go. We gots to go. How's it going, everybody? It is 5 in the morning on a very, very rainy, wet, muddy day. I have got the Sasquatch, which is a solid axle 1998 Toyota Tacoma, hitched up to the Ford Raptor. I'm stoked to tow with the Raptor today because I just got some new Icon leaf springs installed and it should be towing a whole lot better. We are headed to Nitro Gear in Kashmir, Washington. We're gonna have the Raptor re-geared. So this is all kind of part of trying to make my Raptor a better tow vehicle. I probably would have been better off going with a big diesel or something like that, but this truck is a lot of fun and it's very useful in a lot of ways as an overlander and as a farm truck, doing projects around the property and towing some of our little projects around the state. And we even took it from Washington to Florida and back. And so it's been an awesome truck. Heritage Studio LED lights. These are the lights that you're seeing on the truck right now. Beautiful color and brightness. I mean, gosh, just look at that. It's like daylight out here. Heritage lights have been essential in all of my off-road travels and journeys, doing overland stuff. To be honest, they help me the most as a farmer. I'm serious, we do this all the time. We have to go find our cows. The truck already feels so much better towing. Oh, it's awesome. You feel it, Des? There's no like floaty bouncing? Oh, that's nice. All right, so we're doing our first fuel stop, and I figured I'd give you guys a few remarks about how the truck is towing since this is the first time I've towed on it. You can tell, I mean, it's still a Raptor, right? So like it's not like a miracle cure, it's not airbags, and we're towing something that's pretty heavy. I mean, we have a whole crawler here, but you can see the back end still drooped out, but I still have a lot of clearance. I mean, way more clearance. The front feels really lifted high, but it's kind of just remaining at the height that we left it. So when I first look at it, it throws me off because it seems like it's like tipping back and I'm gonna have a lot of crazy steering issues, but that's not really the case. It's just, there's a lot of weight on the back. It probably needs airbags, but as of right now, it's working pretty good. Yeah, all in all, the truck sits a lot better. I'm not sure if I'll ever really need to put airbags on it. I don't know if I'll have it long enough to really need to do that, but I will be re-gearing it, which should bring back a lot of the power and torque, which will help us tow as well. When I put the 37s on there, it wasn't super noticeable, like a big difference, but then I put the tent and the CBI rack, it starts to weigh down the truck. Having 450 horsepower, it makes up for it really well, but when I re-gear, it's gonna feel so awesome. Liking the travel.
No.
It's so pretty out.
Never been a travel person. No, I like travel. I'm traveling now.
You're traveling now. You're traveling now.
Traveling.
Look at those beautiful mountains. Oh! Okay, I dropped off Des and the boys at a hotel nearby in Wenatchee. If you're gonna end up doing this trip, I'd highly suggest staying in Wenatchee. I'm sure there's some cool spots here in Kashmir as well, but Wenatchee's real close and there's a whole lot to do in this area, especially if you're into like the outdoors, hiking, mountain biking, river rafting, because it does take like the better part of a day, if not 2 days, to like re-gear your truck properly. I'll be covering a lot of like what the re-gear process looks like and why we're doing it, all of that stuff in this video. So I'm going to be hanging out at the shop and Des and the kids are going to be hanging out at the hotel for now. But tonight we'll probably go out and have a good time. Okay, we have arrived. One of my favorite things of coming here is that there's always cool vehicles. Rear coilovers? Sick. What a beast.
Get that, then you just go
All right, so we have formulated a plan. We're gonna dump this Toyota off right now. It's getting worked on next week, so I'll return next week so that I can be a part of that. We're gonna dig into it and figure out what broke. We went pretty crazy on it in a different video, and that is going to be very exciting to get that truck back. All right, everybody, today's the day. Yesterday we went through some of the logistics, got everything figured out. Now, to be honest, I actually came a day early and I kind of screwed that up, but that's fine. We added another day to our hotel stay, and we're gonna get this bad girl fixed up, looking good. Is it a girl or is it a guy? Is it a girl or is it a guy? Is it weird if I love it and it's a guy? I don't know. Let the juices flow. How's that fluid look? Is that like
good.
Looks good? Okay, cool.
It's clear.
I towed a trailer all the way from here to Florida and back.
Oh wow.
So I was kind of curious.
Yeah, no, it's
How's she hold up?
it's all right.
Good. It's fighting you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad it does. That means it's got preload. Holy shit! It's when they fall out, then you know you have a problem.
Going.
It's going.
What are you working on now?
Starting to get it back together, getting the races. Gotta get the right. Make sure I had all the right parts.
That's important.
It is.
We need parts.
Yeah, the right ones.
Especially the right ones.
Especially the front. Close enough just isn't close enough in this industry. So I don't know how the depth is going to be on this one. I pulled the factory one off.
Okay.
But I didn't put the crush sleeve in. There's nothing between the bearings because if I have to change it, I don't want to. Because I don't have a solid spacer for this one. This is all we got.
Gotcha.
And once you crush them, it's one and done.
Oh, gotcha.
So if,
Yeah.
if my depth is off, I have to get a new solid spacer. So
Sure.
that's how you do these. If you don't know exactly where you're at, don't put the solid spacer in or don't put the crush sleeve. Just get a little tension on it, run your pattern, see where you need to go, and then
Sure.
then do the final build.
Smart.
Most of the time, you can pull these bearings off without blowing them up.
Awesome.
And you can actually reuse them if you had to, but we're not reusing them, but it's still the easier way. Piece of hell out of cutting them off.
There's a whole lot of jobs on the vehicles that I'll do myself, that I enjoy doing myself, and that's just something I should probably tell the audience, but like I think gears are probably one of the most important things you take to a professional, because just getting it done right by yourself with no experience the first time, it's not really likely to be able to pull it off.
Absolutely. Most technicians, they'll even tell you that they don't know how to do diffs. They won't touch diffs.
Yep.
Dealerships won't touch diffs. They'll actually pull complete axle assemblies off the line if it's a warranty issue.
Yeah.
Replace the whole rear axle housing as opposed to just fixing the differential.
Wow.
Me and my girl, we do cardio. I bang like Mario, cause stress like Sicario. But that catches party on. I'm a Gemini, and she's a Scorpio. But that don't cross our minds when we on the cardio. Bet you on a peak, bet you on a C.
We took out the stock ratio, 410 ratio, put a 488 ratio in. While we're in there, we put all new bearings in. The reason why we do this is with larger tires and more weight, you put more load, more strain on your transmission, on your engine, everything. Your shift points are wrong, and gearing helps alleviate that problem. This truck has a 10-speed automatic in it. The newer vehicles are coming out 8, 10, even they're even trying to go higher on the automatic transmissions, and they say that gearing isn't that important. It still is. Gearing goes from your engine RPMs all the way down to how fast your tires are spinning. If you change any of that, you're putting strain, you're putting load on your powertrain. You're putting strain somewhere else. And gearing is the best way to fix the issue when you go larger tires. there's like a 400 RPM window where it shifts no matter what. But the thing is when you're final drive, you want to stay in your final drive. It's the same with your Tacoma.
Yeah.
You know, you want to stay in that final drive when you get there. You don't want to be, every time you think about going up a hill, it kicks down into the next gear.
Yep.
And that's what gearing fixes. And like you mentioned before, people are saying, oh, it's not that important. My wife has a friend up in Alaska bought a Gladiator. The dealership told him, because he asked about it, because my wife works here, and she just told him, oh, you need to re-gear it. The dealership told him you can go up to 35-inch tires and not have to worry about gearing.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But you never leave sixth gear. You have 2 more gears.
Yep.
Your transmission's not in overdrive. It's not happy. Nothing's happy because
Yep.
You put larger tires on it, but all they think of is, oh, we just put more gears in the transmission, you're fine.
It's not going to work. Yeah.
Here, watch your yeah. Some guy hosed it off real good this morning.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, I'm just going to pop this in real quick. Okay. It's going to be loud and hit.
Okay.
I'm only partly joking.
So you won't have to pull that one?
I don't think so.
Oh, good. Okay.
You want me to? I mean, I can pull it.
No, you don't have to. You can.
Dude, I will gain you fuel economy just by unloading the 5 pounds you have up here.
That's fine. If you can reach it, that's fine. But don't have to worry about it. Ew. Oh.
Ecosystem going on right there.
Like I said, we use the truck.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you. Because in the summertime, you pick up all these dry seeds as you drive through the tall grass.
Yeah.
And then it begins to grow.
It's still growing.
Yeah, it starts growing on the skid plate. Got your gloves. Let's deliver this baby. It's crowning.
It's curling. Anytime a box is open.
Push, Raptor, push!
Breathe. Remember your breathing.
Seepage. There's the meconium I was telling you about.
Oh,
God.
There it goes. That falls out.
It's a boy!
Oh, you use your front diff there.
Oh, I do use the front diff. I told you we use this truck.
Yeah, look at that. Look how dark that is.
Why is
that was darker than the back.
Why is it darker than the rear? That's
How
weird.
often do you use 4-wheel drive? Like a lot?
A lot.
Yeah, that's
I'm on a farm, man.
Torsen in the front. Those are.
It's got what?
It's a Torsen style. It's a limited slip.
Limited slip. Oh, dude, it is.
Yeah.
Ugh, it smells weird. It's one of those smells you want to keep smelling, but it stinks. What is that?
It's kind of plasticky. It smells like a kid's toy.
Yeah, that's like a weird smell.
Yeah. It's not like the back gear oil, which just stinks. I think they put different gear oil in.
It smells like a weird blow-up doll. I don't know why. That's the first thing I thought of. Jesus, dude.
How do you know what a cheap blow-up doll smells like?
For pranks and stuff.
Just for jokes. It's a joke.
It's just a joke.
The ratio is the number of teeth on the number of teeth on your ring gear divided by the number of teeth on your pin.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's all it is. So you're going from you're 410 right now. So you have 10 teeth on your ring gear, and you have 41 teeth on your ring gear. 488s, it's 37 and 9, I think. It's really kind of weird. So 41 is a popular number on the ring gear because you get your 456s on it, you get your 410s, you get your 373s, and your 342s. Okay. And then 11 teeth on the pinion is also popular because you get your 336s, your 355s, 373s, 409, which is basically another 411, depending on what you got. A lot of numbers are on the 41 and 11 axis.
My brain just turns to gobbledygook when you talk about all the axes and the.
I don't really think about it because if I do, it makes my nose bleed.
Yeah, it's
all math.
This is good information. Yeah.
It's all math.
I gotta like insert those like where all the math is like going across the screen. I'm like,
it's all math.
All right, final day, starting up bright and early. Hopefully we can get the truck done in time to pick up Des from the hotel before she has to check out. I feel like I'm joining these guys on Christmas Day. They're getting a delivery truck, and it's really, really exciting for all of them because a lot of their products have been held up in customs and shipping with all the shipping delays from COVID. And so they're really, really excited to be able to get about $250,000 worth of inventory in on this truck, and there's one more coming. So they've literally been waiting for this truck all year. Hey, good morning, puppies.
Bella, get over here. I know everybody's over there.
Alright, the Raptor's on the ground. Almost time for its first test drive where we'll figure out how much better the gears are. I can't hammer on it because we need to break them in. It's going to need about 500 miles and then an oil change before we can really test it, before we can do any towing. I'll get the true specs on like what the break-in process is going to be like, and I'll probably do another video on how the break-in process is supposed to work. But I'm so excited, and I'm still getting used to how it looks. It just stands, like the stance looks so good. It's awesome to just really focus a lot of our attention on the Raptor right now, and I think I'd like to get it wrapped soon as well. Not you, man.
Yeah.
I'm driving. Tacoma, I remember, was just like night and day difference right out the gate.
Yeah.
I'm curious how much different the Raptor will feel.
With so many gears in the transmission, you're going to be shifting all the time.
Yeah.
And so you don't, it's not as noticeable. Because remember with the Taco, as soon as you put it in reverse and you let your foot off the brake, it rolled, and you're like, holy crap.
Yeah, because it wasn't really doing that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't even roll under its own like idle power anymore.
These trucks have so many gears, you're not going to really notice that.
Yeah.
I mean, it did move a little easier, but
It
it's
does.
not.
It is moving easier though. I'm noticing that. Yeah. That scared me.
Yeah, I thought that was your truck again.
I was like, oh no, God. It was right when it shifted. Yeah. So.
But you'll find that you'll be in final drive a lot more.
Yeah, when we hop on the freeway, and it's
Yeah.
not. I mean, I'm at the point where I realize and understand that it's not entirely what it feels like pedal response wise. It's also just how much better the truck performs and how much less wear and tear it is on the transmission and the gearing, and so
it feels like it's just everything's easier.
Yes.
When you're driving it, it's when you put larger tires on a vehicle, everything just feels like you're strained. Your foot's in the pedal more.
Yep.
You know, that type of stuff. And when you're re-geared, all that goes away, and you're like, oh wow, it just feels happier.
Yeah, it does. It does feel happier, and it's feeling better already. I won't really know until I start facing some big hills and whatnot.
Yeah.
So when we first pull out, you take it off the rack. How do you want to drive it? You want to remind me what we want to do.
So the final break-in on the gear is actually up to you, because from the factory, the ring and the pinion they're lapped together for several hours, so they're mated pair. You can't swap ring gears and pinions. That set is together, and you can't swap them out. But the final like the final polishing of the gear, the final just that final break-in has to happen under real world conditions.
Gotcha.
So what we like to do, I keep it easy. I go 10 miles and let it sit and cool down for 20 minutes.
Okay.
And I like to do that bare minimum 3 times. I usually tell everybody 5 times. So go 10 miles, let it cool down.
Cool.
And then take it easy for the first 500 miles. So if you're pulling any hard passes, stop and let it cool down at the top.
Okay.
Or sometimes with this one, if when you guys are going back today, you'll probably want to stop halfway up and then at top as well.
Yep.
So baby the gears for the first at least 500 miles. No towing.
Yep.
No hard pulling. No hard wheeling. That type of thing.
So I'm going to need to put 500 miles on the truck, which is probably not going to be that hard, before I come back next week, finish the Tacoma, and pull it back.
Yeah.
We should be able to pull it off.
Yeah, you should be good.
It'll be all right.
And then after 500 miles, change your fluid, and then you're good. Because all that final stuff, I mean, the oil will come out.
Yeah.
Looking pretty old.
Yep. Yeah. Wow. Cool. Yeah.
The other beneficial thing with gearing too is a lot of times, like you're sick of it shifting all the time because you put bigger tires, and the gearing will eliminate that. But the other benefit too is when you want to get up and go, it's going to downshift immediately and take off.
Yeah.
Like instead of bogging down and trying to figure out where it is and where it wants to go, now it's just going to automatically kick down and you go.
Ooh, It's a little punchier
Yeah.
right out of the gate
It's ready
too.
to go.
Woo, woo! Oh, I like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I feel like I got my Raptor back. Oh, sick. Yeah. Yeah, no, it actually responds. Yeah, it's really responsive now. Feels good. And we're already at 65. Oh, my family! You're so patient. Hi, boys.
I threw a leaf ball at you.
Oh, you better get over here. You just... Oh, the wind. Good boy, hey. I'm back. I'm back. You guys are so patient.
Dad, I put him here.
Oh. All right. Let's go home.
Daddy.
All right, Bentley, you old boy. Can you jump this high? Hang on, I gotta unlock it. I don't know if Bentley can even jump into the tailgate. Ah, no, what are you doing? Bentley, get out of there. Bodie, up. Nice. Bodie's the most unathletic dog in the world. Here,
Too heavy.
let me get him. Come here, you big old tank. Ugh. Hey, good boy. Good boy. Okay. Dude, I can't wait to drive the truck more. It feels so good.
Daddy,
Do you need the hand sanitizer?
Okay.
I don't have it.
Okay, Sterling Sawyer, come this way, please.
So I'm just gonna stop the truck for about 20 to 25 minutes and let the gears cool down a little bit. And that's just kind of all part of this little break-in cycle, doing the best we can to get it broken in. Real quick though, I want to show you guys something really cool. Can you see how beautiful this forest is with all these yellow trees? These are larch trees. It's really cool looking.